So today, what we are here to explain you about the two unique solutions, innovative solutions for the Abu Dhabi Chamber members in respect to the SME Protect. SMEs, what are the two solutions we have provided? Basically, it is on the trade credit insurance solutions, and as you all know, trade credit insurance provides protection against the non-payment risk, which non-payment could be either due to commercial or political risk. And to cater this, we have developed two unique solutions. And as you all know, in today's situation, SMEs are the most affected segment in the economy, where SME wants to grow and they want to constantly enhance their business plans and also looking forward for the sustainability. And we understand what are the requirements and from the market and what are the situations faced by the SMEs in terms of funding, in terms of getting the funding from the banks, protecting their receivables, and entering into the new markets, and how they are facing the challenges. So we cannot deny the fact that SMEs are looking for a protected and a very safe environment to trade and to explore into the new markets. And to cater to this, only we have, as an ACI, developed a unique, innovative solutions for the SME segment. It is a very bespoke, customized solutions. And here we are presenting two solutions, which are the SME Protect policy and the credit exposure based policy. These are the two unique solutions. And SME Protect, when we are saying these are for the companies which are having a turnover around 1.5 billion, kind of micro segments, but can be also to a little bit on a higher level than the micro companies also can avail this policy. And then there is a credit exposure based policy, another unique policy where you can exporters and the re-exporters can opt for a shipment based on exposure based. If they don't want to cover the entire buyer portfolio, they don't want to go on a per shipment basis, because there are some SMEs there where they get order only for one shipment, not it is a continuous or an ongoing trade or a revolving credit limit. To protect that particular shipment, this exposure based policy will help. First, I would like to explain you what is the SME product. This is the product number 1. As you can see from the name itself, this is to protect the SMEs and trade safely. So the purpose of this product is make a very simple hassle-free solution where SMEs without any hesitation can use and can secure their trades. This again, this product helps to secure non-payment risk due to the commercial risk, means delay in the payments. If you are trading, you are exporting, an SME is exporting to any country, or let's say an African market or a Middle East market, on an open credit term of 90 days, and then the buyer defaults at the end of the 90 days, not even able to pay, then this is covered under this policy, under the commercial risk. In case any insolvency happens, that also comes under the commercial risk and is covered under this policy. And then the covers also exports being conducted only on the open credit. So we have excluded also the secure terms. So generally, when for the competitiveness of the SMEs, more and more demand comes from the customer to provide open credit terms, and that's where this product will help them to even to give exposures to a new customers on open credit where there is no trading experience. So that is the main purpose of this SME Protect, to provide open credit terms and to do the sales up to 90 days and can be extended further, and then to protect this against the commercial. And the features, if it comes to the features point of view, it's very simple, very flexible. We call it as a 3-click policy, because it's only the 3-click. Go to the online, click the policy, take your what is the band suitable for you, and then you can opt for the policy. And this is a 3-page simple policy wordings, not like any other insurance policy where you have more than 30 pages, 40 pages wordings. It is very simple, easy to understand, and very flexible wordings. So very fixed premium, simple, hassle-free online policy. This policy can be viewed in the ACI website. You can go there, visit, and then you can click whichever is suitable, and then you will be covered. What are the benefits? If we come to the benefits point of view, it enables the SMEs to offer better competitive. As I said, SMEs, the most important factor for SMEs to expand into the new market, where the customers are asking for open credit. And technically, SMEs, they are always very scared to give open credit to a new customer because they don't have any trading experience. They don't know the market where economics or geopolitical conditions. So that's why that reduces the competitiveness. With this SME product, exporters and re-exporters can trade safely and offer open credit terms. This also supports, this product also supports exporters and re-exporters enter into the new markets, go international, take the products to the international markets and boost the sales and will expand the growth. That's how this product. So this is a very simple product having the best features. So as we said, it is a 3-click policy. Go to online, click the band which is suitable for the SMEs, and then 3-page policy is yours and you are covered and you can trade safely. For this, the premiums are fixed for this policy based on the requirement. Exporters and re-exporters, chambers members can select what is required for them, and this product is from 5 to 10 buyers it covers. So we have categorized from 5 buyers coverage to 10 buyers. Depending upon the requirement of the SME, they can go with this band of, it is available online in the ECI website, and you can go check which premium, which exposure is required. Like if I have to give an example, in the first band, you can see the premium is around 10,750 dirham, but the maximum liability we are covering up to 75,000 exposure and a liability of 30,000. So, and it covers the 5 buyers, and each buyer can have an exposure of 15,000. So if there is any requirement to extend open credit up to 15,000 and the SME, the exporter wants to be covered, they can go directly to the online portal, select this band and take the policy. So there are different 4 segments from 10,750 to 35,000, and the maximum liability up to 225,000 dirhams for maximum liability, and the coverage up to 450,000 dirhams. So this is a fixed premium and very cost effective, and the coverage is customized as per the requirement. We'll go to the next slide. When we said that this is a fixed premium, cost effective, and helps to expand into the different markets, then we would also like to tell you which are the markets, which are the countries. This is a wide spectrum of countries. We cover more than 84 export markets under this program. And specifically, we have observed from from the Middle East, especially from the UAE, majority of the export markets are within the Middle East, African markets and American markets, some of the European markets. So all these markets are covered under this policy. So we cover more than 84 markets. The colors are different because of the rating. These all markets are rated depending upon the geo-economical conditions. We have a different team does the rating models depending upon the countries, and that's why there you will see a different colors in the graph. This is how we cover under this SME product. So it is tell you it's a wide spectrum of the coverage with many countries, many export markets, and a very simple and easy to manage. When we say that this is a simple process, we wanted to keep the timeline, the indemnification process also very simple, not like the hybrid model of the trade credit insurance where the indemnifications are in a different model. Here, the timeline is very simple. If the exporter has provided an open credit of 90 days, then we provide an extension period of 30 days as well. What it means is that if an invoice is raised for 90 days, we understand that the buyer will take more time, some majority of the period to pay it. That's why there is an extension period given, which is of 30 days. So after this extension period, if the invoice remains overdue, then this policy holder can report to us saying that the invoice is overdue, there is a delay in the payment, and that triggers the indemnification process. And from there, when the report is reported to the ECI via the online system, then the waiting period of 120 days to 180 days, depending upon the country rating, starts, and at the end of the waiting period, we indemnify to the SME for this particular default. So the indemnification process is very clear, very simple. The timeline is very simple, and all this thing is available online. When an SME opts for this product with ECI, they get an online portal. There is policy management also done via online portal. Everything they can report via online. So less easy and fast, so that you get everything quick. Even the exposures are already given to you, so you know how much exposure you can give to that particular customer, what is your timeline, what is the cost to this, and then how to manage it. So everything made in a simple way, so that the SMEs can focus more on expanding and on their regular business than taking the hassle of how to protect and how this is then transferred to the ECI. ECI takes care of it, and the SME can focus more on their business. That is the main intention of this SME Protect policy. A very unique solution, as we said, and we also would like to inform the participants that this, as a ECI's unique solution, pioneering the influence, is evident since ECI received a very prestigious award for this product from the most innovative finance award in the Middle East from the UK-based Capital Finance International, which means that this product is recognized by the SMEs in the UAE. They are going and they are availing the benefit of this product. And that's why this award also endorses that this is benefiting the SMEs. And that's why we wanted to bring it to the Abu Dhabi Chambers members as well, so that they can take and they can understand what is the unique solution from the ACI, which will help them further to protect their business, and then they can go into international with the very safe mode and trade safely. This is all about the SME Protect. The first product, which is a unique solution for the Abu Dhabi Chamber members. Now I will take you to the second product line, which is again a very customized solution. It is a typical ECI product to cater to the SMEs. We wanted to make it much more simpler by shipment based. Like if sometimes SMEs receive one single transaction to be shipped, one time order, or a particular buyer where the SME thinks that I need to protect, I need to have a protection to ship this particular order or to fulfill this particular order on an open credit. So we have developed an exposure based policy. So the product features here is again very simple. It is a credit exposure based policy ensuring large number of shipments to a particular buyer. Let's say that for a buyer, an SME has 10 to 15 shipments, and he wants to cover only one particular or two particular shipments on a particular exposure. Then this product will help them to choose that particular exposure for that particular shipment under the credit exposure based policy. And here again, the risk covered are commercial risk only, because it is a particular shipment based policy. So the idea is to cover the commercial non-payment risk, which is delaying the payment or if the customer goes insolvent. So the risk covered is only the commercial risk. Coverage is available to exposure on the buyer under this policy, a particular exposure. Premium is again based on the exposure. So there are different bands of exposures based on that and on the rating where the export is going to, which country it is going, whether the country is highly rated or it is going to a little bit of let's say a risky market where the recoveries are a bit challenging, information is a bit challenging. So there the exposure, the fees is different. It can be to a single buyer or it can be to multiple buyers. And it is again a very simple, easy to manage. The timeline is the same. There are payment terms, there is an extension period, and after that, if there is any delay, then the indemnification after the waiting period happens. And this, the feature of this product is, and why we develop this product is to make SMEs more competitive by, extending credit terms to the customers and then trade safely. There is, we call it automatic approval of coverage because there is an agreed exposure on each shipment, which can be selected by the SMEs. And that's why we say that no need to wait for ECI's approval. There is already a fixed exposure given to this. And based on that, you can ship. If the exposure increases, you can go to the next band and select the next band of exposure. So based on the number of shipments, based on the requirements, it can go further. So on the exposure-based policy, again, the structure is like this. If you see on the top, there are the country ratings from A to D. So A is the, the countries where we have the complete information. There is a stable countries, and when you go down to B and C and D, it is again depending upon the geo-economical conditions. The countries are rated in the C and D are rated also. And this country rating is available in our website. You can click the countries list and you can see the rating of the countries, and you can select which country you want to ship. And on the exposure side, per buyer exposure from 10,000 to 100,000, we have broadly categorized. So for a shipment of up to 100,000 also you can go. And then the fees per shipment is based on the country rating, the table, and you can select which shipment and where to trade, which country based on the country zones. And then it can be secured with ECI, this needs exposure-based policy. And this is mainly to ensure export sales and protect your business. And per shipment, you can, for the same buyer, you can take two to three kinds of exposures depending upon the requirement. So these are the two solutions we brought for the Abu Dhabi Chambers, and a very unique solutions, and particularly for the SMEs. And if this goes further and if the requirement is more, then there are other products as well. But these unique online products will help to ease the process and to go online and make quick decisions, and will help for sure to expand into the new markets. So this is and we are ready to take any questions, any from the participants about these products, about the ECI, or any other questions out there. We are here to support.
Thank you so much, Lata, for the insights. We have a couple of questions actually from the audience, so we'll go through it in a minute. One of the main questions is, does this apply to shipping from country of origin to end source to have shipping costs and charges, or what's the applicability?
Yes, it is from all the exports going out of UAE, exports and re-exports, because we understand UAE is basically a market of re-export as well. There are a lot of re-exports from this market. So whatever products going out of UAE is covered under this policy.
Okay, to paraphrase the question again, so the shipment has to go out of United Emirates, not from any other country.
Yes, exactly.
So direct shipment is not covered. It's only whatever shipment comes out of the United Arab Emirates. Am I correct?
Exactly. True. So what the third country shipment, in the sense that like if the goods are not coming to the UAE, there is no add value to the UAE economy. So that is a challenge, and we don't cover. We don't encourage the third country shipment. The goods have to be exported from UAE.
Okay, and
if they are not manufactured, but if they bring the goods to the UAE, adding the value to the UAE and then re-exporting, it is covered under the policy.
Okay, thank you for that. And the total exposure, is it just cover the invoice amount or also the shipping and the other charges?
It's all on the invoice. Whatever is the order value on the LPO, how much amount they have invoiced. Based on that, they have to sell it and ask for the coverage. So it's on the invoice value.
Okay, perfect. And another question is, does this offers SME Protect and the buyer's exposure limits, is it applicable for domestic sales also or just for export?
See, our ECI's idea is to encourage more exports. Having said that, we are not saying domestic is not covered. It is covered, but on a case-to-case basis, they can opt for the domestic as well. But we want to support the exports because of our mandate. And as an ECI, we would like to encourage more and more exports, taking the made in UAE products outside and to the international markets.
All right, thank you for that. And another question here about applying. They understood that they can apply online, but what kind of documentation they need to submit while applying online to be eligible for either of those facilities that you have talked about?
Okay. To make it very simple, because we are saying these are the simple hassle-free products. So while applying the credit limit, the normal KYC documents of the UAE entity is required, the trade license copies, the standard KYC documents, and that is what they can upload in the system while applying the online for the SME Protect, and that's what we need.
Okay, what about the LPO or any other documents required before issuing the policy?
Not from the buyer's side. We don't want to take that buyer's, the invoices and LPOs. This is the policyholder's obligation to check everything. When there is a claim happens, if there is any, delay happens and there is a report, overdue report is submitted in the online system, at that point of time, we would require the claims checklist. As per the claim checklist, the LPOs, invoices, acknowledgement of the debt, these are the ones required at the time of claims filing. But while applying the credit limits or while applying for the policy, we need the information of the UAE entity, the KYC documents of the UAE entity.
Thank you so much for this input. Also, another question which I'll be answering myself: which companies are applicable to apply for the solution? Obviously, are the mainland and the free zones are eligible to apply for the solution as long as they meet the mandate, which is exporting or re-exporting out of UAE. So both the free zones and the mainland are eligible. And there's a question about import. Is this applicable for import data?
Okay. There are two segments in your things. First thing, all the UAE established companies who are legally registered in UAE can go for this product, and they can opt for any of these products from the ECI. All UAE-based established companies. And with regards to the imports, imports is a different segment. We do provide solutions for the import of raw materials for the manufacturers or any other UAE-based entities, but that is a different product of ECI.
Okay, thank you. The question also repeats again about the documents submitted. To make it clearer to the audience, the official document that is required in the early stages of submission is your trade license, ownership structure, and the authorized signatory, because ECI would like to know the company, the partners, and the authorized person who will be signing on the digital policy. So you can be eligible for those. I hope this clears out the audience.
Right.
And another question is from SME Protect. Can we have more than 10 buyers? I've seen the maximum here is only 10 buyers. Can I multiply it, or what is the process?
Okay. The SME Protect policy is from 5 to 10 buyers. This is, up to starting from 5 or less than 5 buyers up to 10 buyers. If there are more than 10 buyers, then they can select another policy. So we can issue 2 policies from 10 buyers. If they have another 2 to 3 buyers, then they can go to the first band. I'll show you here. Here, if you see, the first band can be selected for another 5 buyers. But if the idea of SME Protect is to start with 5 to 10 buyers and to grow and expand more. So if the SME is expanding more and more and more buyer requirements are coming, then we can transform it into the next level of our product, which is the standard trade credit insurance product. Okay, so either they can go for the first band by adding another policy to it, or we can make it a whole turnover policy if it goes more than 20 buyers.
Can we exceptionally for one particular the maximum limit of the liability?
For one particular buyer?
Yes, for example, if we have 5 buyers, but for one particular buyer, he wants to increase the maximum liability. Is it doable, or is it a different type of solution that we need?
That is a different solution, because here we made it very fixed premium and fixed liability. So that's why the liabilities are fixed. But if more liability is required, either they can go to the second band if that helps to them, or they can go for another product of ECI. And we can offer them the whole turnover policy. We can provide a solution on that, but they can contact us and they can check what suits them. But in the online, yes, if from 10 buyers, if they want to add another 2-3 buyers, they can go and select one more from here.
Which sectors are eligible for the solutions? Is it only exclusive for manufacturers, or which? Can you please clarify?
Okay. See, this is a very good question, to be honest. When we are saying exporters and re-exporters, it includes all the traders, manufacturers, retailers, and all the segments. And when it comes to the sectors, all sectors are covered under the policy except the pure oil, the crude oil kind of business. That is what is excluded for now. But petrochemicals, chemicals, plastics, food, FMCG, steel, commodities, we cover all those sectors.
What about engineering services or consulting services? Is it also applicable if I'm exporting my services out to the market?
Yes, it is. Services are also there. So technically the trade credit insurance covers the trade or the services rendered to the customers. So when there is any service going from here, then yes, those services are also part of the policy, can be covered.
Okay, when it comes to the buyer-specific policy, the same question comes again. Can we increase the maximum liability, or is also still fixed and it's a different solution?
For the exposure-based policy, you mean?
Yes.
Okay. Maximum liability can be increased by going to the next level of the requirement. Okay.
Okay, for example, if my maximum exposure for this particular buyer is $250,000, so can I get a policy for $250,000?
We can customize that, but it will be in a single risk policy, a separate policy.
Okay, and the countries, can you clarify what is A, B, and C for the audience?
Okay. As I said during my presentation, the countries are categorized based on the geo-economical conditions. So country A means these are the good great countries, like, where the information is available, where the countries are stable in terms of political. For example, if you see in the Europe, UK, and then in the US, Singapore, these are the countries which are rated A, as an example. And then B, these are the Middle East, some of the Middle East countries comes under the B. If we go to the C, like India and all these countries where there is a, grading of C, they take the grading of the C. D is majority of the African markets falls under D. C and D is majority of the African markets. So in the online portal, in the ECI, all the country gradings, depending upon the zone, the list of the countries are available.
For the credit exposure-based policy, is the claim process similar to SME Protect, or is it a different claim process?
It is the same process, only the timeline change, only the waiting period depending upon the country rating changes. For country rating A, that waiting period will be 120 days. When we go down to the country rating D, the waiting period can go up to the 270 days. That's the only difference. Otherwise, the claim process, indemnification process is the same.
Well, do you think for SMEs, 270 days is a very long period to wait for a claim? Can we expedite the claim process?
For the SME Protect, yes, 120 days is the waiting period typically for SME Protect. But if the country rated is D, then it takes a bit longer period. But yes, it is 120 days from the due date. So.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Rata, for this insight. Do you have any other messages you want to tell the audience before we wrap it up?
Yes, these are the two unique solutions we have brought for the Abu Dhabi chambers, because we consider that there are a lot of SMEs who are looking for solutions in terms of securing their receivables. But if there is more requirement, we are open. We have multiple products on that segment to provide solutions and to protect them. So not only these two products, these are the most important products because these are simple and easily customized. So before trading, they know that what is the cost, what is the exposure they are covered. So the decisions they can make is very quick because everything is available online. They can go and they can immediately they are covered under the policy. But if there are more requirements, then always we are there to support. This is a message, because SMEs are the one who are deprived of the funding facilities from the bank, and having an ECI product will help them to open doors for the financial institutes, because it is secured by the ECI, and also enter into the new markets, which is a very, very important factor for the SMEs. So this is our message. That trade safely, trade securely with the support of ECI, and we are here to protect and to support.
Thank you, Shata. Thank you, everyone. I would like to thank the participants and Abu Dhabi Chambers for the session, and we'll be sharing the presentation to the participants in the coming days. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you all. We look forward.